Cycling and bike lanes, that's the top story that wheeled through City Hall last week. Bureaucrats told the Transportation and Transit Committee that they are on track in the implementation of the city's cycling strategy. As part of that strategy, they are going to build cycle tracks, the first of which will go on 6th and 7th Streets between 1st and 8th Avenue Southwest. Cycle tracks are essentially bike lanes, only better, because there's a barrier that separates the motor vehicles from the cyclists, which is why the biking community in Calgary welcomes this project. While the cycling community is happy about this project, some businesses downtown aren't too pleased. They say they may lose some of the precious parking stall, which could eventually affect their bottom line. Remember that Cut Red Tape initiative that the mayor launched last year? Well, this week he launched the third phase of the program, which involves consulting with Calgarians. If you think you've experienced red tape at City Hall, you should call 311 and tell your story. You can also log on to calgary.ca and answer questionnaires in the survey. The other important story that happened at City Hall this past week is the discussion around finding a sustainable and predictable source of funding for transportation infrastructure. As it stands right now, the city is facing a $2 billion shortfall to fund its future infrastructure over the next 10 years. And here are the stories I'm following for you next week. The bylaw that bans shark fin in Calgary is making a comeback to council. There is a notice of motion from Alderman Gord Lowe on a study on how well new schools are integrating into the communities. There is also a notice of motion from Alderman Shane Keating officially asking the province what happened to the city's Green Trip application for funding. For news about the City Hall, read the Calgary Sun or log on to calgarysun.com. For Sun News, I'm Renato Gandia.